Hello everybody. My audio interface is messing up a little again, so it's going to drop out. So I'm going to try to make this really quick. I'm going to show you what happens if you pan your audio of an instrument all the way to the left and to the right, like you see a lot of recommendations. Okay, I'm going to start with this instrument. I have two guitar tracks playing the same thing. The tracks are duplicates of each other. They're exactly the same. Okay, and I apologize for the skipping. My audio interface, like I said, screwing up. Okay, if you pan a mono source all the way to the left and all the way to the right, like you hear, pan your guitars to the left to the right, okay, what you hear is exactly the same thing as a mono signal. The reason is because a mono signal that sounds like it's coming from the middle of your head, like my voice right now, is actually playing at equal volume in both speakers, which gives you the illusion of it playing in the center of your head. So if you take an audio source and you split half of it to the left, half of it to the right, it comes together in your head in the center. It's the same thing. Okay, still mono. Okay, so what you do in that case is actually pretty simple. I'm not a very good guitar player, so when I record this, I have to record lots of me doing the same thing. And you see in this case, across the computer screen here, is actually me doing pretty much the same recording. Okay, so in Ableton, what I'm going to do is, because I record this in a loop, is I'm going to take one of them and move it to a different version of me playing the same thing. Because I'm not a machine, because I'm human, if I was a good guitar player, if I was absolutely a perfect guitar player, this actually may not work exactly right, but nobody's perfect. So the fact that we're not perfect means that we play things slightly differently every single time, even if it's over and over again. So what I've done now is the one in the right speaker is now technically different than the one on the right. It's a different recording of the same thing. Now we have what it sounds like one guitar doubled into both speakers, which actually is what it is. And you pan that all the way to the left and to the right as recommended, and it has that big wide doubled sound. So anyway, I hope that's a good little quick tip about not necessarily panning everything to the left and the right. You need to have two different sources of audio. Even if they're supposed to be the same, there's still two different sources of audio, one for the left, one for the right, and you get that nice stereo effect. All right.